Hey guys, on today's video I'm going to take you through the 4 best resources to use for playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Alrighty, so I'm going to start off with my favourite resource to use, which is called ACNH Guide, and it's on the App Store, so you can get it on your phone or on your tablet or iPad. I'm just quickly going to show you which one is on the App Store so that you do get the right one. It has a really nice design aesthetic to it. It's super easy to use. It's just a really good guide all round. It does have a 4.9 star rating on it, and I'm just going to quickly update mine here so I can get the latest version. The really good thing with this one too is that they have made so many updates on it since they've started. I've noticed even recently they've added some really cool stuff in there to keep track of your daily checklist, that sort of thing, and it's just a really good app to use. So let's take a look at some of the features. Here you can see the daily checklist. You can keep track of which neighbours that you do talk to each day or give gifts to. Here you can keep track of the amount of your turnips, and I will go into a little bit more depth about that in a second. You can select which fossils you've found so far, if you've shaken your money tree, if you've found your DIY on the beach, which rocks you've hit so far as well. The visitor tracker section here is a new feature and it is so handy. I absolutely love it. It's taught me a lot about when visitors come to your island. So here you can see you've got at the top Sahara, Leaf and Kix, and it shows you that they will come once a week. And then below it you've got the different villagers who can come, 2 of them can come per week. So when they do visit your island, all you need to do is tap on their face and it's going to pop up on the app what day they have come. And that's just, the easiest way to keep track of who's coming into your village and when they're coming. And here you can see all different progresses. It's also got events for villagers' birthdays coming up, museum progress. Here is really handy. It's got the catchable bugs and catchable fish. You can select which ones you have already caught, and it does show you the ones you have yet to catch. So here you can see I need to catch the neon tetra, and I can just click on it and I can see where I can catch it. It shows the different hemispheres, and then once I do catch it, I can simply click on that little net button, and if I put it into my museum, click on the owl button, and that tracks it for me. Now let's get back into that turnip tracker. This is, again, so handy to have. It's a really, really cool feature. It's got the 2 different time slots for the 2 different turnip prices per day, which you enter in. Once you do get through throughout the week, what you can do is click calculate, and it actually shows different possibilities of the turnip prices throughout the week. So you can actually see when you really want to get on and make sure that you're checking your turnip prices. And also just so you have an idea of what your maximum is going to be like. So then you can get onto other resources, you can get onto your friends to go and sell at different islands instead of trying to wait it out on your island, trying to get the best price. So this next feature is for all the players out there who love villages. So you can keep track of all the villages that you do have on your island, but then you can also go through and see all the potential villages and make a favourites list too. So as you can see here, I've got a few favourites. One of mine, Kurlos, I do already have on my island. He's amazing. But yeah, I've got a list of all the villages that I do want to get one day. And I really, really want Flora on there. She's so cute. Hopefully, I'm hoping one day I can do a villager hunt video, and hopefully the outcome would be that I find Flora. So next up is where you can keep track of all your museum collections. So you can go through the fossils and the art. There is also a separate section for all the critters, but it's basically the same sort of thing. And you just go through, you can see all the potential fossils and art that you can get, and you just go through and select the little owl when you do get it. And then back onto the home screen, it keeps track of your collection and tells you how many you've got left. Similar to the fossils and the art and the critters, you can also catalogue what items you've got, including the KK songs too. And this again is all calculated for you, so you can see how many of the collection you have and how many you've yet to get. And you can also take a look through and see some of the things that you might not have yet that you do want to get. So that's just a snapshot of all the features that I use in this app. As you can see, like I said, it's really easy to use, it's really well designed, and it's actually just so handy. I tend to use it every single day, going through, doing my checklists and keeping track of everything I've got, as well as making my villager wish list too. So definitely a really handy one to get. Now the next resource that I use all the time is nooksisland.com. I started using this one purely just for designs, but very regularly they've now added more and more things on there. They've got a marketplace, they've got a guide section, and just some really cool stuff. I can really see these guys evolving a lot and adding some really cool stuff along the way. So I will start off with the design section, just as that's where I started using this website for. So let's have a little look at the browse. So here you can see all different designs that users have uploaded that they've made themselves, and some of them are so impressive. They're really, really cool. I've got a whole bunch that I found on here, all different designs, as Cartman and Kyle at the bottom there. And what the really cool thing you can do on this one is you can actually search for certain things. So let's say you're a huge Pikachu fan. Let's see if there's some cool Pikachu stuff. You can just click search. Now this is going to come up with everything that has Pikachu in it, all different sweaters, patterns, t-shirts. That's a really cool, sweet Pikachu dress. I like that one down there. And then you can also sort. So you can do by, let's do by most popular hoodie. All right, so click most popular and hoodie, and let's have a little look. And these are all of them all together. Now, like I said, they have changed quite a lot just recently. So I am going to expect that very soon this is going to blow up even bigger and bigger, and there's going to be so many more designs. When I first started using it, it was a little bit limited, but already it's just gained so many more unique designs on there, so many more user involvement too. It's really cool. Now let's take a look at the few other sections in here. I haven't used these just yet, but I have had a little look at them. So here's a marketplace. Basically, it's all people that are either buying or selling. So kind of like, I guess like eBay, or if you used to play Neopets, kind of like the auction post section in there. So let's just quickly take a look. We'll look at someone selling. Let's look who's selling this speed bag here. View. So this is all the info about the item that they're selling. This is how much that you would purchase it from Nooks. It's not craftable. This is how much you would sell it in Nooks. And this is how much people are selling it for as well. So this is actually really cool. It shows if someone else is also selling that item. And then you can just click on buy, or you can send them an offer, which I won't click on because I don't necessarily want that, but that's all right. So let's go across to guides now. We'll take a little look. Let's look at insect catching. So here, okay, cool. So here it just has all of the information about all the critters that are in your island. And it's actually in a really nice, easy spot all to see. I like that it's got the selling price in there and the active hours in there. And it does look quite similar to what's in the game, so it's kind of keeping with that same design trend of when you do look at these in-game. You can't click on them or anything, but that's cool. Let's have just like a quick look at, oh, actually, let's look at active now. That's really cool. So I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. It is May. Click apply filters. Oh, okay. I really liked this pet. So what you can do is filter it down so you can see which bugs and fish that you can actually catch in your region as of now. So these are all the ones that are available. Seems about right. Yeah, I'm sure that's right. Let's also look at ones that are unavailable next month so that we know which ones we really need to catch. Cool. Okay. I love the unavailable next month feature. That is a really cool feature. I haven't seen that in any other guides or anything that I've been using. So I'm definitely going to start using this. And lucky for me, I do have all of these, so I don't have to stress about trying to find those. I'm going to have another look. I'm going to have a look at the fish catching section too. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Let's do Southern, May, active now, unavailable next month. cool. This is such a good, oh no, I need to get a neon tetra. This is such a good feature that they've got of this. I absolutely love this and I haven't seen this before. Like I said, they are doing a lot of really cool stuff lately. They're adding heaps more. When this started, it was just a few designs that people were sending in, and this is really user-friendly now. It's so easy to use. Oh, you can follow them too. I'm going to start following them and start using this more and more. So another awesome resource that you really need to get onto if you're playing Animal Crossing is Turnip Exchange. Now I'm sure a lot of people have already heard of this. I know it's a really popular site, but I had to put it on here just because of how beneficial it is to get on board with it. So basically the idea of Turnip Exchange is that you can host your island and have people visit. It can be, if you have a really good turnip price, you can offer to open up your islands to others. It'll then send them a dodo code and then you can go to their island and purchase the turnips. Basically, a really good thing that people use with this is some of them will have like entry fees and stuff. So if you do open up your island, I guess you can say how many bells or what items you need to actually enter. I think they do discourage that a little bit, but I've found every time I've gone on there, I've either listed a really small fee or just said donations are welcome. And people are so generous. They're really happy to give you more. They're happy to help you out. I've had a lot of people come over and, try to water my flowers for me and help me out with that sort of thing. So it's really cool. I'll just show you quickly, I guess, the different parts of it, but it is a really easy site to use. So here, this is where you can host your island to have people come and visiting. Again, it's going to be when you've got something, I guess, beneficial on. So if you have a really high turnip price, if you've got Celeste visiting, if Daisy is selling turnips, if you've got maybe like the crown in your store for sale, those are sort of like the ideas that people will want to go to your island for. But then there are also people who I've seen on there, and I've done it more than once, where it's just to be a bit more social. So you can just go on there and open up your island, let people come around and shop and just meet them. So it's actually just a really wholesome, nice way of getting involved in the Animal Crossing community. So I'll take a quick look at the host section for you. This is just the rules. Just make sure you have a really good read through. You don't want to be like kicked off the website or anything, because again, it is such a good resource, and you don't want to be a jerk or anything. You want to be able to help each other out. That's what Animal Crossing's all about. You would just put in your dodo code in here, and then you fill out the prompts that it has for you to say who's at your island, how much your turnip prices are selling for, and then just a brief description of anything that you do need. So, if you are charging people, 1,000 bells to come to your island, that's where you would put it in the description there. So let's have a look at a few of the islands that are up at the moment. Usually there's some really cool stuff. Oh, really cool. So here we go. This is just kind of what it looks like. It's like a little pin board. So here I've got the category turned on for turnips. So this is exclusively people that are selling or that are opening up their islands because they have high turnip sale at the moment. You can also do up here, you can do cataloging. So this is when people are hosting cataloging events. This person here has a media shower on at the moment. You can also do some crafting. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so that's when someone on your island is crafting something really cool. So when I had someone crafting an ironwood dresser, I put it up on here and it was very popular. I had so many people coming to the island. It was really good though. I met a lot of people that night, which was lovely. And up here you can also do it by villager. So like I said, if you haven't got a Celeste DIY recipe today, you can take a look. And this is the brief description. It also still tells you how many bells that your turnips are selling for, just to let people know. And it also shows how many people are in queue as well. So there is usually a maximum of 25 people in queue. I tend to go into a queue if it's below 10, just because otherwise it takes a bit of time to get through everyone. And most islands can only get through maybe like 3 or 4 at the most at a time, just because it takes a really long time. And it's also a bit harsh on your server too to host that many people all at once. You can also see if people are charging fees to come at your island too. So there's no one with a fee there. Here we go. You can see here, this person here is charging 99k bell entry fee to come and sell your turnips at their island, which is quite normal to do. But like I said, I think it's not something that Turnip Exchange quite wants to encourage, but the option is there. But yeah, this is such a good resource to have. I have met a few people on here. Once I went over to someone's island just to do some watering for them, and they gave me some presents and stuff. I've had people leave really cute messages on my notice board on my island after visiting. It's just all around, it's such a good resource to either help other people out, let people access your DIYs and your visitors on your island. But also, like I said, people are really generous, and you will tend to find that you'll make some bells, or maybe you'll find some really cool items or get some gifts just from doing this. Alrighty guys, so this is the last resource that we're going to look at in this video. It's nookazon.com. It is probably the most popular website that we've had a look at today. It's definitely more popular than the others. There's so many more users on this than others, but I guess the difference is that it's specifically just used for kind of one thing. So this is a lot like eBay or Amazon, Nookazon, Amazon, get it? And it's all just about trading, cataloging, that sort of thing, basically. So there are a lot of people on here. There are a lot of items that I guess are hot items that people are looking for, and there's a bunch of other cool stuff on here too. So I'm just going to quickly take you on a look through just so you can see what it's like. So this is the main page. Again, really well designed. The people that have made this have created a really nice, simple, easy to use website, really user friendly. And there's all a different bunch of titles up here that you can look through for all different categories. So I'll take you on a quick look at DIY recipes to start off with, because who doesn't need any more DIYs? I know I need a lot more. So again, really well designed. Look at them all here. Really easy to just see the DIY recipe, see the different variants, click through them, super easy. The name, the average selling price that they're selling for as well. Just a really good way to display it all. Now I'll take you on a little look through as well. So let's click on Aroma Pot here. So this is what it's going to look like when you do click on it. You can again see all the different variations down here. You can click on the different variations as well as the DIY recipe too if you specifically want the DIY. It's got the average price that it sells for on this specific website. So across all the sales of this aroma pot, it's going to be around 90,000 bells. This is the sale price that it sells for at Nook's Cranny, so it's significantly less. This is what it takes to make the item. And then over here is just a little snapshot sort of grid of the trending bell amount that it's selling for at the moment. So up here it was selling for $1 million, and now it's gone down by 9,000. It's gone down to the $90,000 price. So it's just a little snapshot of trends basically. Now let's scroll down a little bit further. So here you can see all the people who are selling the item. So this here is someone who is selling it for, they're letting people make an offer to purchase it, and they're either accepting Nook Mile tickets or their own wish list items. So on your profile you can make a wish list, which is a bunch of different things that you're looking for. It can be furniture, clothing, DIYs, all that sort of stuff. So you can actually take a look at their wish list and you can offer them something that you know that they will want to have. So they're the only two things that this person is accepting, but they're letting you make the offer, they're letting you run the sale. So let's scroll a little bit further down and see if we can find someone. Here we go. So here we can find people who don't want offers, but they know exactly what they want for it. So this person here wants 10,000 bells and 5 Nook Mile tickets for it, which is maybe a little bit excessive for this pot, but you never know. Here we go. Here's one person who's selling it for 1 Nook Mile ticket. That's probably a little bit more reasonable, I guess, for this. But this isn't for the DIY, it's just for the item. So it must be a pretty good aroma pot, if you ask me. So we'll scroll down a little bit further. This person is probably making it, yeah, they've got the DIY and they'll make it for you. So you just need to give them the materials, you need to give them 500 bells and then they'll make it for you. So that's probably a much better option than giving across handfuls of Nook Mile tickets for this little candle holder. But as you can see, there's all different ways you can sell. There's all different things that you can put on there with make an offer, with Nook Mile tickets, and you can put exactly what you want on there as well. So really, really good way to sell some extra stuff that you've got and get some better resources basically. So there's all different titles, like I said before. You can look at art for your museum, you can look at fossils for your museum. There's flowers as well if you're trying to get your hybrids going at a really good level. Different fruits if you don't have all the fruits just yet. Furniture, loads and loads of different stuff. But what I actually want to look at here is villages. I'm super interested in seeing this section because I know there's a huge market for people who are selling their villages, who are packing up and moving out in boxes. I've seen crazy amounts for Raymond and for Marshall on different Facebook sites and that sort of thing. So I just really want to take a look and see what they are actually going for. So here's just a list of everybody, or everybody that's for sale at the moment. So there's some cool ones on here. They're all about 1 million bells, which is quite high actually. I would have thought for ones that aren't as popular, but each to their own, I guess. Now let's take a look. Maybe we'll look at Diana. I know Diana's a really big one. Here we go. Diana is selling for 1.5 million bells, which again is, I probably would have thought that would be a little bit higher because Alfonso was selling for 1 million bells as well. So for not much more, you can actually get that little cutie Diana. But I am also going to have a look at, I want to see Raymond, because I have heard big things about Raymond. Let's scroll down. There he is. He's just sitting right here. I'm going to give him a click. So average price is 2.7 million bells, which is probably equal to what I've been hearing. So that's not too bad. Now let's have a little scroll down what people are asking for. Oof. So this person is asking for 500 Nook Mile tickets for Raymond, which I guess the demand is there. Everybody wants to get him. He's a popular cat, so why not? If he's in boxes, why not put him up? Why not try and make 800 Nook Mile tickets, 1,000 Nook Mile tickets? Why not try to get something from him, I guess? I would recommend though, if I was going to do this, I probably wouldn't be putting up prices that high. I would feel a little bit bad. I would maybe get to know someone and maybe offer them a little bit less, but you know what, each to their own. You can do what you want, really. I guess this is actually a really good way to secure the villages that you do really want. So I guess it does take a lot of Nook Miles tickets to go out and find specific villages. Also, if you don't have the amiibos or you don't want to buy the amiibos, this is a way to do it in-game, so you're not spending any actual money to get the villages that you want. So although some of them are really high in price where they're selling them, it can also be beneficial if you know that's exactly what you're after. So that's it for today's video. I hope this really helped you out and showed you some new resources that you can use for Animal Crossing. If you guys know of any other resources that I haven't touched on, please comment them below because I'd really love to check them out, especially if it's something that's going to help me with my gameplay. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, and if you do want to see more content from me, just click the subscribe button. That means that I know that you guys are enjoying the content and that I can keep making more for you as well.